Imagine two coworkers earning exactly the same salary. One understands complicated spreadsheets, follows the stock market, and can calculate investment returns in seconds. But he also bought an expensive SUV because the monthly payment looked manageable. He carries a credit card balance, constantly tries to predict the stock market, and sells his investments whenever frightening news appears. The other person knows very little about finance. She drives an older car, automatically contributes to her 401k, keeps an emergency fund, and rarely checks the stock market. 20 years later, who do you think is likely to have more money? Surprisingly, it may not be the person who knows more, because being good with money has less to do with how intelligent you are and more to do with how you behave when emotions take control. Welcome to the channel where we take interesting concepts from popular books and explain them through simple stories you can use in everyday life. Today's concept comes from The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The central lesson is simple. Financial success is not purely a mathematical skill. It is a behavioral skill. In school, intelligence usually helps you find the correct answer. 2 plus 2 is always 4, but money does not work like that. Should you buy a home or continue renting? Should you invest when the stock market is falling? Should you pay off your mortgage early or invest that money? The answer depends on your income, goals, responsibilities, personality, and especially your ability to handle uncertainty. Two intelligent people can look at the same situation and make completely different decisions. That is because our financial choices are shaped by our personal experiences. Imagine someone who became an adult during the 2008 financial crisis. Perhaps their parents lost a job, their family struggled to pay the mortgage, or they watched their retirement account collapse. That person may avoid investing because the stock market feels dangerous. Now imagine someone who began investing during a long period of rising markets. Every time they purchased a stock, its price increased. That person may believe investing is easy and take far too much risk. Neither person is necessarily unintelligent. They are simply using different life experiences to understand the same financial world. This is why financial decisions that look foolish to you may feel completely reasonable to someone else. The second problem is that intelligent people often search for the mathematically perfect strategy. They create complicated budgets, chase the investment with the highest possible return, or try to determine the exact best time to enter the market. But the perfect financial plan is useless if you cannot follow it. Suppose a spreadsheet tells you to eliminate every restaurant meal, vacation, and entertainment expense for the next 10 years. Mathematically, you might save more money. Realistically, you may follow that plan for 1 month, become miserable, and abandon it completely. A reasonable plan that you can follow for 20 years is often better than a perfect plan you abandon after 20 days. The third problem is ego. In America, it is easy to confuse visible spending with actual wealth. We see someone's new house, luxury car, or expensive vacation. We do not see their car loan, mortgage balance, credit card debt, or empty savings account. Spending money can make someone appear wealthy, but real wealth is often invisible. It is the money that was not spent, the emergency fund, retirement account, and investments quietly growing in the background. This creates a dangerous competition. We purchase things we do not need to impress people who may be doing exactly the same thing. So how can we make better financial decisions? Before making a major purchase or investment, ask yourself 3 questions. First, if nobody else could see this purchase, would I still want it? Second, what happens if my decision is wrong? Can I survive the loss without borrowing money, selling investments, or damaging my family's financial security? Third, does this decision support my long-term goals or only satisfy a short-term emotion? You can also protect yourself by creating simple systems. Automate your retirement contributions, maintain an emergency fund, wait at least 24 hours before making an unnecessary major purchase, and avoid changing a long-term investment strategy because of one frightening headline. Intelligence is a valuable financial tool, but intelligence alone cannot protect us from fear, greed, impatience, or the desire to impress other people. The smartest financial decision is not always the one that produces the highest theoretical return. It is the decision that gives you security, helps you sleep peacefully, and can be repeated for many years. That is the deeper lesson from The Psychology of Money. Building wealth is not about proving how smart you are, it is about understanding how human you are. Subscribe for more interesting ideas from popular books, explained through stories you can use in real life.